The one thing that I would say was that the spirit of Stockport County, which we see today and I've seen over the decades since I left, that's been a constant sort of core value here at the club. I think there was a big push for development in the 80s and the 90s during what was probably one of its most successful periods. Sadly, you know, after that particular period, we spent 11 years in the wilderness in the National League. And it was really then that kind of county spirit, the community spirit, its value showed through then. Because through that period, we were still able to engage the community, we were still able to pull in the crowds. When we got the promotion and, you know, we took the trophy on a tour of Stockport. I think every pub in Stockport managed to get sight of the trophy, but also it was a great way of sort of sustaining an awareness that Stockport County is a club that really looks as if it's going places.
It was a special place to be, and you know, I was fortunate enough to play for 20 years nearly professionally, and that's up there as one of the best periods in my career. Just where, as a player, you felt invincible. As a team, we felt invincible. You know, me and Wayne Hennessy would always speak about it on Wales duty. Those 9 games, to not concede a goal for that long, especially being a centre half. You know, not many players can say they've done that. I never did it again. And we just felt unbeatable at the time. The fans were buzzing. Everyone around the stadium was buzzing. We just turned a corner, and I think that it was important for our confidence and the club to get, you know, to be put back on the map a little bit.
I think my favourite moment would be the Wycombe playoff game when we beat them, and the celebrations after, knowing we was going to Wembley. I claim an assist, but I know when I speak to Pilks, he'll say he made a bad ball into a good one. But you know, I think Tommy Rowe laid it back, and I just tried to put it into a good area, and luckily for us, Pilks got his head on it, and it went in.
When people talk about Stockport County and Edgeley Park, they forget that, you know, we appear in the Guinness Book of Records on numerous occasions. We still hold the record, jointly with Newcastle, it must be said, of the biggest ever win in the league game, the biggest margin. We beat Halifax here in 1934, 13-0. It was only 2-0 at half-time, so whatever that half-time team talk was from the Halifax manager, I bet he didn't repeat that one. In 1946, we played a cup replay here against Doncaster. We'd drawn 2-2. It was a cup game at their place. Came back here for the replay, and at full time, it was 2-2 again. And we'd never had, in this competition, there'd never been another draw. So nobody knew what to do. So we contacted the league, and they said, well, just carry on playing until somebody scores the winner. So the teams came back out, and they carried on playing. And they carried on playing, and carried on playing. Bearing in mind there were no floodlights here in 1946. It was going dark early, you've got steam coming across from the trains. In the record books, it said that supporters went home, had the tea, and came back after 203 minutes, which still equates to the longest ever competitive game of football. The game was abandoned because the players couldn't see each other, the fans couldn't see the players, and it was all square, and it was on. Then, of course, we had a replay, and in true county style, lost 4-0.
I think the future's looking really bright for Stockport, and as I'm just really privileged and pleased that, you know, even through the dark times, we were able to kind of, you know, keep both the spirit and the body of the club alive and kicking.